on the airfield in the truck 30 days before Kennedy. It is that.
Just doing a little bit of reading with the class. Yeah, that's a really good discussion. That one was 9 months ago, yeah? Yes, thank you. Had a random request, but it did ask specifically to just read the beginning of the book. I can do that. The Dead Sea Scrolls and the Bible. It was a request from myself. I don't always listen to myself. Sometimes I do. These copyrights, there were 5 publishings. This is the 5th one in 65. The first one was in 56. Library of Congress, catalog card number 56-11425. Printed in the United States of America. Cheers. Having some coffee. Introduction. Yeah? Good. You too? Nice. Okay, so we'll read the introduction. It's just a few pages here. At least 2 hazards await all who write or read about the famous Dead Sea Scrolls and fragments. The first is the fact that not all of the Dead Sea material has been published and made available to students. From the present booklet, the reader will understand why this is so. Nevertheless, what has been published thus far has been diligently studied by various scholars and all shades of opinion. The constant give and take in these scholarly debates has been profitable. Certain facts have been established. Conclusions are beginning to emerge. One may say that the path of future study of the scrolls has been charted. The second hazard is harder to cope with than the first, but it offers exciting possibilities. This is the continuing probability of more discoveries. At the present time, it is known that a new cave, called Cave 11, has been discovered in connection with the campaign at Kabert Qumran in the spring of this year. This cave, situated slightly north of the Qumran, was discovered and looted by the Bodwin. By the time the archaeologists got to it, only a few fragments could be found. Reports issuing from Palestine indicate that several scrolls, more or less complete, were taken from this cave, and responsible archaeologists are in contact with the Bodwin about them. While no artificial identification of these scrolls has been published at this writing, the contents of Cave 11 put one in mind of the startling finds of Cave 1, discovered in 1947, since there are several continuous pieces and not merely fragments. Despite these hazards, the reader will find enough factual information in this booklet to put the scrolls and fragments in their proper perspective. We have omitted many difficult questions concerning the identification, history, and practices of the ancient people to whom the newly found documents belonged. These are largely questions of academic interest. Rather, the purpose of this booklet is to introduce the reader to the story of the scrolls, their finding, and their bearing on the Bible. For the average reader...
that Shepherd's Bible stuff?
Yes, it is. It's in the oven. It's pretty much done if you want some now.
Yes.
Yep.
Ho ho ho. Ho ho ho.
Ha ha ha. He he he.
Yes.
Go get him some shepherd's pie. Finish reading that after, yeah? Or you can read... You have a copy of this one too, yeah? You can read it for class if you want. Coming.